In the 13 days since I ran 2:15 at the Valencia Marathon, I've ran 37 very easy miles. So obviously this is the perfect time to go and run Scotland's hilliest parkrun. This was a very last minute decision and I'm suddenly having second thoughts, but Holly is also coming to run and my parents are coming to watch. So I guess let's go and see if I've got a course record in me. So for anyone who doesn't know, Parkrun is a 5k. Takes place every Saturday morning all over the UK and some other countries. We actually did one in Germany at the start of the summer. Although these parkruns are not races, they're timed, which means they do have course records. Unfortunately, Parkrun took the course records off the website, I think at the start of this year. So they're a bit more difficult to find, but you can still find them. Okay, so I'm not sure how much this is common knowledge, so I'm going to show you how to do it here. So what you want to do is go into results, click on event history. You want to sort by either male or female first finishers with the arrow up the way, and this will show you the fastest times in order of event. I've used this as an example because it's the only course record that I actually have. And the course record for Drumchapel, which is where we are today, just on the outskirts of Glasgow, is 16:40. Some of you may be thinking, well, that's slower than your marathon pace. Surely that'll be easy. Well, we're currently warming up around the course and I can assure you that this will not be easy, especially with my limited running and overindulgence in the past 2 weeks. But this is not me making excuses. This is just me saying that it won't be easy. Okay, this is significantly steeper than I thought it was going to be. I know that I said on my recovery video last week that I was going to just run easy all week, but honestly this was a very last minute decision. I asked my coach on Thursday night and he reacted to the message with a thumbs up, which I took as a go ahead, and it's just a bit of fun. It's just something that I can't really do when I'm properly training, mostly because I do Tuesday Friday sessions. Parkruns happen on Saturdays. But yeah, just some fun with Holly and the family, although I don't know how fun this course is going to be. And if it helps me get a bit more motivated for training in the next few weeks, then that's just a bonus.
I'll maybe give you my gloves once.
I'm not beginning empty my gloves.
Are you going to keep your gloves on? Are you going to run in your long sleeves?
No.
It's hard. Up the hills, I would potentially want to walk up them. Haven't done so much as walk up a hill, never mind run up a hill, for the past couple of months, given Valencia was completely flat, so there might be some walking.
Make sure you get her walk on the video.
It's cold.
I actually don't know how he ran 16:40.
Does it call for Pro 3s, Ryan?
Well,
I think actually the grip on these is actually better than
No.
like my other shoes. Like it's definitely not, doesn't need carbons, but actually I think maybe this is better than. We'll find out.
enjoying yourself the last 2 weeks too much, I think, is the problem there.
Oh,
Well, why it's perhaps a wee more difficult
first
understood.
number one.
Just in terms of
That was hard. 17 minutes I got it on the watch.
17:01's your official time.
17.6, so we'll round it up. 17.1.
Too many pork pies the last.
It was funny because like half the time I was like, oh, I'm not really pushing that hard today, but that's fine. And then half the time I was like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. There was like a really long drag up there that was really hard. But then like a few minutes later when you've run and done, you forget about it. I couldn't believe when I seen the watch because I felt like I was flying at bits there. 17 minutes, that's how fit I am right now. One of the volunteers was asking me what I thought the conversion was. And I said 2.5 minutes because I think I could run 14:30 right now. But I don't know how accurate that is.
Thank you. Guys are making the look easy.
Well, mate, that was outstanding.
Well done, good running. Well done.
It's not the word I would use, but I appreciate it. I'm going to see if I can get out and cheer on Holly. See what she gives the conversion as, but I'm giving it 2.5 minutes before she gets in. Go on, Holly. You look better than I looked. Good stuff. Just in case anybody forgot, the course record was 16:40 and I was 17:01, so that was a miss on the course record. I'll need to come back for it after my next marathon. Oh, that was hard. 5Ks are harder than marathons. There's my controversial opinion. Oh. God, that's done. First one's always the worst. And as I say, half of it was completely fine and half of it was terrible. I'm going to go and get Holly's opinion on it. How was that? Never again.
That is pretty miserable. I think I was only just faster than what was going to be 5k in American, so...
Well, I wasn't faster, I was slow, so...
Were you?
No. I'm done. Well, I gave it 2.5 minutes conversion. I reckon I could run 14:30 right now. Maybe not. Maybe not on this day. 17:01.
Yeah, I don't know what that was like.
What time did you run?
My watch is 22:46.
22:46, that's alright.
Did you find it tough?
Probably about 2.5 minutes. You could probably run 25.
Cheers everybody, thank you. Cheers, thank you very much. Cheers.
I was regretting the lack of gloves.
Holy through
I
gloves
threw
at me.
mine. I threw mine. Yeah.
I don't get the 50
Yeah, I need to cut through.
Thanks.
You don't have any.
Make sure you don't get time, you know.
I am.
You put on too loud.
There's like some people that obviously do that a lot because they were good at pacing it and they were taking on the third lap.
But did you not pace it well?
Well, no, like how can you pace that?
So this is why parkrun's the best. Get offered some home bacon before you even get the chance to warm down. It's lovely. Did you have fun, Holly?
Oh, I'm not sure fun's the first word.
The big question is, after my controversial opinion, was it harder than the marathon?
No, it was easier
No?
than the marathon.
I must be running marathons wrong. That was harder than the marathon. The marathon's got its own challenges, but that is... 5Ks are just hard, intense. Oh, hello. Almost got took out by a dog who wanted to be in the video, I think. This was the absolute worst part of the course. You came up this and I think it just about killed me 3 times. You think it's the steep hills that are going to get you, but actually it ends up being the long drags. I'm sure the Strava graph will make it seem like it was flat, but it was not flat. Also, here's a section that my parents never got to with the video. This course was hard and I'm not going to hear anyone say otherwise. So I just got back home after grabbing some lunch post parkrun. That was tough. I had a lot of fun though. Everyone at parkrun is always just so nice, no matter where you go. I think today there was only 30 odd finishers so I must have spoke to almost all of them after it, because it was about 45 minutes after I'd finished that we ended up finally getting a jog warm down. But you can't complain when there's home baking and a lot of really nice people to chat to, which is just so great after such a big and important race like Valencia. So I was 17:01 in the end, the second fastest time ever on the course, but 21 seconds outside the course record of 16:40, and 56 seconds slower than I averaged for 8.5 5Ks in the marathon 13 days ago. Obviously the course was really hard with 364 feet of elevation gain, but let's have a quick look at the splits before getting into my actual thoughts on today and where I'm at in general. So the K splits on my watch were 3:35, 3:28, 3:33, 3:31 and 3:04 pace for the last 920 metres. In miles, this gave me 5:42, 5:37 and 5:21. I'm not sure if these mile splits were progressive just because of where the hills fell in the race, or because I didn't warm up that well. I didn't do my usual 3-minute threshold before it, but honestly I don't think it would have made much difference if I did. I think it would have just tired me out even more than I already was. But anyway, let's get into my actual thoughts on the race. I think today's effort shows a few things. The first is that I respond really well to training and doing things right, such as sleeping and eating well, and that any break from doing these things really affects my performance pretty quickly. Some people seem to be able to run really well just after a break or when they've been having too many nights out. That's just not me. It's never been me. I really struggle out of my routine and when I'm not just locked in on running. And I don't think this is a bad thing. Obviously, it would be nice to just be able to rock up to a race and run a PB, but the fact that I can't really shows that the training works, what I'm doing works, and really, if it didn't work, what would be the point in doing any of it? The second thing that I think this park run shows is that I should not run cross country. Although this race was not cross country, there was some technical bits. Anyone who's a trail runner is going to hate me for saying that. But like, there was some tight corners, some little twisty bits, some bits that were a little slippier than I would like, and I was just terrible at them. Like, anytime I hit a sharp corner or a bit that might be a little bit slippy, I'm almost coming to a dead stop. And that just shows that my future lies on the roads. I always knew this to be the case, but it's nice to get a good reminder sometimes. I think my dad would love me to do cross country, but after seeing me run today, I'm pretty sure he's went off the idea because he knows it just would not be good. So if anyone was watching this channel to try and see some proper Scottish cross country, then I'm sorry that I'm going to disappoint you. So after such a tough day, I'm ready to get back into training and into the build up for 2025. Also should say a massive well done to Holly for finishing first female in her 22nd parkrun location with a 22:46, which unlike me was faster than her marathon pace was 2 weeks ago. But thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Cheers.